They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being seen there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Play time, guys. Let's go. Go. Right, 90. Well.
On second down, here's Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. This is first and goal from about the 8.
380.
To throw is Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Third and long here for Rosen. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Johnson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to him up the middle. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Rosen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Room to run inside the 40. Wide open receiver complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Penny on the counter. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Robert Kimdichie, we've heard about him since high school. How about that total package of power, speed, and agility?
Yeah, he was widely thought of as the best high school product his senior year, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Ole Miss was really happy to get him. And how about that play he just did there? Welcome to the NFL, young man.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's a give to Penny. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On 2nd down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Carlos Henderson. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
To throw is Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Zebra, zebra. What? Green 80.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Quick right, quick right.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, Baldwin. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Taking on the midfield logo. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now let's go.
Here's Rosen to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
14. Hey. Got it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This complete to Lockett. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Spot left. Alert. Hey, over here. He's coming.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Detroit!
Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. On second down, Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Detroit!
On second down, here's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun. Wilson dumps that off to Penny as running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Wilson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Tempo, tempo.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Be ready for one word. Be ready for one word.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. That's a strong running. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hicks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Gotta go. Good.
Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Wilson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Foot left, foot left.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got Lockett. Well, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Wilson to throw on second down. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Green 80.
Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hicks, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
3-19.
Again, a It's Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cardinals, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.